Time, Salesforce CEO Marc Benioff delivering the keynote speech at his annual Dreamforce meeting, making a big AI push, saying he wants to offer, quote, future as a service. Investors are already questioning the fate of software as a service. The shares are down 2% on the year, while the S&P's up 18%. Deidre Bosa has more in Tech Check, and he's on the back foot here with AI, Deidre.
He is. He's trying to make the case that he's on the front foot. But, you know, Benioff is nothing if not a showman and the ultimate salesman. He opened up the conference about an hour ago with a huge keynote just down the street from here, welcoming tens of thousands of customers to San Francisco, telling them to look forward to performances from the likes of Pink and Imagine Dragons. But, Kelly, beyond the glitz and the entertainment, Benioff acknowledged that this is the most important Dreamforce ever. Revenue growth at Salesforce has hit its slowest pace in over a decade. Investors, they're wondering if Salesforce, along with other SaaS companies like Workday, Atlassian, and Adobe, wonder if they will thrive or just be replaced in the age of generative AI. So far, software has been left behind by the shift. Here's Benioff himself on the stakes.
We want to be the first to welcome you into the future. We want to be the first to welcome you into the future. And we look at our Salesforce platform as your future as a service. We want to future-proof you, not only in your careers, but your companies
Benioff
too.
says that Agent Force is what he's calling it. Agent Force will be the key. That's a set of products capable of taking action on their own to automate existing CRM tools, basically like a chatbot for everything that Salesforce already does. Something or someone that could help convince his customers that his company will benefit from the AI rush. There's an appearance from the kingmaker of AI, Jensen Huang, NVIDIA CEO himself. He will be at Dreamforce later in a second keynote with Benioff. I'll be there watching it. You know, if you got Jensen Huang to show up at your event, one tick done. And the thousands and thousands of people who've come here are no doubt eager to see him. Big question, though, Kelly, is he going to help convince investors that Salesforce can thrive in this stage?
I'm a fan of Pink and Imagine Dragons myself, but Jensen, let me ask you this, Deidre. You mentioned Adobe, whose shares are down 12% on the year. So Salesforce is not alone in this, but the CEO of Klarna recently said that he has replaced Salesforce and Workday using AI, and he had made earlier comments in the year about using AI to streamline his workforce. He's trying to get down to just 2,000 employees. I believe Marc Benioff has already commented on this and said, I don't believe it. What tools is he using? Nevertheless, if he's true and if this bears out and if other companies are experimenting in this direction, it's a major problem.
You know, those comments have caught a lot of attention. I've been thinking a lot about them, too, because you can see how you could replace eventually Salesforce and a Workday with an AI agent, exactly the kind of AI agent that Benioff says is going to be so useful. However, Kelly, I will say I've talked to a number of people here in the Bay Area in tech about what they're doing if they see a world, tech companies, if they see a world in which they can get rid of Salesforce and Workday. They say that those comments were really provocative and quite a stretch. Klarna is a private company, though they do publish some of their financial results. I feel like the narrative, or at least the consensus that I've heard, is that they were overreaching a little bit. But I mean, that is sort of the existential question for many of these SaaS companies. And you bring up Adobe. It's a really good example. They released Firefly, which was their idea of incorporating generative AI into everything that they already do. And it just hasn't been successful in convincing investors that they're going to be leading in this race. You've had the Gen AI startup darlings like OpenAI, like Midjourney, really be able to create those products with very little friction, and they're platform agnostic. So you could sort of see a world in which that happens to many other software companies.
I think Adobe was smart. They tried to do the whole thing where it's all from Getty. There's not going to be lawsuits for using its images, but still they face the headwind. We've talked to Sebastian from Klarna before. I think we should bring him back and see if he can explain a little bit more about what's going on internally. For now, Deidre, thank you very much, and we'll look forward to hearing more from Benioff today. And